back at it with a food fight. We're gonna see if we can make more money on DoorDash or Uber Eats here tonight. As you come in, please hit that like and subscribe button. We were live for a little bit running some errands, but now we're gonna actually go out and try to make some money. See if there is anything worth grabbing out here on a Friday night. Gotta get my headphones back on. So far, we've seen a couple of DoorDash orders that are tempting, but not crazy good. We're also not in the best area for deliveries right now. So we're gonna go see what we can find. We're gonna go head towards our downtown zone. Let's check this. Why are these headphones not connecting? So anyway, hope you're doing well, Savage Batman. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. So we're gonna go do this. This is our second live of the day. The first live was a more informal hangout where I was just running errands. This one's gonna be a little more work related here. But we're gonna go see what orders can find, if any. I don't know if there'll be anything good out here or not. There should be though, I hope, on a Friday. But we're also getting out there later than I like to get out there too. So that's just kind of the way of life sometimes. But yeah, we're gonna go see what we can find. I think I'm just gonna go straight to downtown and Magic Dumpster area. I've just had trouble finding good orders on the north end of town recently. Did the Cowboys finally find McCarthy? That leads me to believe that they have somebody picked out, if that's what happened. That's what that leads me to believe, that they already have a plan in place. I don't think they would fire McCarthy if they didn't already know who they were planning on bringing in. That's just my opinion on that. Carrie, how's it going? Yes. I am live. I know you texted me earlier while I was driving, so I haven't gotten to see those yet. You were texting while I was driving, so I will read those texts later. So I just dropped the family off at home from school. Philippe, good evening to you. So we're gonna go out, see if we can make 50 bucks or something like that. I've got maybe 3 hours of delivery in me. I am on day 5 of a water-only fast, so I'm definitely feeling the tiredness kicking in. Shut down for aliens. I know they're shut down for wildfires, and they're shut down for snow in some places. So, nanobots, they got to shut down for nanobots. Get those nanobots rocking and rolling. So, the big channel is we are launching a second channel, and it's going to be a sports-related, sports-focused channel. So, not that we cannot talk sports in here, but it's not quite ready for public consumption yet. I'm going to fiddle around with a couple of things, get the settings all ready to go. So, I am on day 5. I'm not catching every single comment as we're driving, guys. I really need to find out like a software that's going to read the comments as I'm driving. It'd be really cool if we could find that. But I'm on day 5 of the water fast. So I started on Monday. I feel, other than just being sleepy tired, I feel great. My body feels good. My head feels clear. My motivation is high. So a lot of those things are good. I definitely I can feel myself getting stronger, which I know sounds weird. I'm sure there will come a point where I will not feel stronger. I will start to feel weaker, but I am not at this point. I'm trying to remember, Jaeger. I don't know if you remember from the fall how many days I went on the water fast, but I don't think it was past 5. I'm pretty sure that today is day 5, the longest water only fast that I have done so far. I'm pretty sure. But I can't say that with certainty because I'd have to go back and watch the old videos because I don't remember. But I am documenting this journey. It's going to be a thing. Philippe, awesome. Well, welcome. We're glad that you are here. So the goal of this channel is to move 10,000 people from stupid broke to self-defined millionaires, from poor in every area of your life to rich in every area of your life. So if you're all about that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified the next time we go live. We're going to be taking on a Samurai Brothers revitalization on the channel. We're going to try to build a business the right way. We're going to find some guru. I don't know if we're going to go with Alex Hormozy or if we'll go like Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank. I'm going to find someone who has a really good step-by-step video on YouTube, and we're going to just do it. We're going to do our absolute best to follow it within the time constraints and financial constraints that we have. We're going to try to revitalize the Samurai Brothers card game. We're going to be launching, I'm telling you, 2025, we are just hitting the gas. We are not taking our foot off the pedal and coasting now that we're monetized on YouTube. Now that we see that this is working, we are doubling down every single way. So if you've ever wanted to launch your own private label product, I can tell you as someone who has semi-successfully done it, but not fully successfully done it, we're going to take it on. So I have the product. This is the interesting part. So a lot of times when you're trying to create something private label, you have to actually create the product and all those expenses. I'm in the fortunate position that I have, well, it's fortunate / unfortunate, but fortunate that I have the product. Unfortunate that it's just sitting unsold at my house, and every time I move, I have to keep moving it. So, but I'm looking forward to an opportunity to try to learn. We're going to do it's going to be a combo of crowdsource. So I don't know if we're going to just do that on the Sunday nights. We might do Samurai Sundays and do kind of a live brainstorming. I don't know if that's going to start this week. It's probably not going to start this week, but we're going to be doing that. And then we're also, like I said, we're going to be launching a separate sports channel. I got to get a few more things up and going on it. I'm just testing a couple of shorts because I've not done anything as a purely sports channel before. I have watched a lot and I have some ideas of like what may be working and what might be good. So we're gonna try that out as well. Sorry, I'm not seeing everybody's comments as I'm driving here, but we're gonna go get parked one way or another. Either we're gonna get a good order or we're not gonna get an order. Either way, we'll get parked and I'll get caught up on all of the comments. But yeah, if you're interested or you've ever been interested in launching a private label product, it's something I've done, but I have not done it to the level of success that I tend to hold myself to. And instead of reinventing the wheel and trying to launch a new product, I'm going to try to relaunch an old product. That might be a dumb decision. I don't know. I really can't answer that for you, if that is a good or a poor decision, but I figure I have the product. I want to get the product sold. I want to build that more. So we're going to do that. We're going to launch a sports channel. Again, we can still talk sports on here, but we'll do some of like our specific like sports only ride-alongs or like sports focused ride-alongs. We'll just end up doing on the other channel, and then we'll create some sports content over there as well. I've just posted a video on velocity banking about how I'm planning on getting out of debt. So just so you guys know, for some reason my camera got flipped months ago and I have no idea how to flip it back. So you can tell because the Mets logo is going to look backwards or whatever to you. I don't know how it is. Anyway, it's all, somehow the camera got flipped and I have no idea. Everyone thinks I'm in like Europe. so we're gonna head downtown. One of our favorite places to hang out. It's a place we call Magic Dumpster. It is in an alley behind some super high-end restaurants. So we park there because there's not a lot of great parking on the main road. It's tempting, but I don't want to go 20 miles. It's $33 for 20 miles out into the heart of darkness, the middle of nowhere, so we're not going to take that. 33 for 20 is on the edge of what I would take, but it's got to be a good ending zone. That would be closer to 33 for 40 by the time we got back. I actually don't even have all the apps on yet. I just have DoorDash and UBEREATS on, so we'll turn everything else on. I did some deliveries this morning. I would have taken that if the drop-off was good, but the drop-off is there. So right now, I am actually not on Platinum right now, so I'm in Southwest Florida, and they just rolled out the new system, the new piloted tiers program, and I am just on nothing. I used it in my $700 in one day challenge. So if you guys haven't seen that video, go watch that video. It gives a pretty good overview. I actually got multiple large catering orders on DoorDash, not being anything, not platinum, gold, or silver. Got multiple large catering orders. So, but I do feel like not being anything, I feel like I see less total orders. But I just kind of go through it. So make sure you see that video. It was inspired by Trevor's Deliveries. For those of you who've watched Trevor's Deliveries, he's been trying for the $700 in one day for many times. He's done 10 attempts, and I think he's already filmed his 11th. I believe he also went for it on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So I was able to accomplish it on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And so much kudos to Thank you. I worked really hard making sure my hair was nice and styled up for you guys tonight. But yeah, Trevor's inspired me to push really hard, and I was able to pull it off in my market, and I give a lot of credit to him, because without his videos, I wouldn't even known that such a challenge was a thing. And so I posted that video this week. It's gotten close to 1,000 views, which is pretty good for my small little channel. So if you haven't seen it, please make sure you go and watch that. But we're more than just a food delivery channel. We're a kind of a get your life straightened out channel. That's kind of what our channel is. And one of the ways is by increasing your income via side hustles and stuff like that. And so that's where the food delivery part comes in. We're headed to downtown. We're looking for some good orders, and I'll get caught up on the chat here when we get parked. We're only a mile or two away from Magic Dumpster. Magic Dumpster is just where we go to find good orders sometimes. So we're going to see what there is. There is also a major football game tonight. Yeah, so that's somebody else was saying before that their DoorDash was like given $3 peak pay. So if you go out, just be super cautious. Super cautious. Be super safe. I mean, I think it definitely could be worth it. I was dashing. We had 2 hurricanes that came through, and I dashed as much as I could on before, during, and after those. There were sometimes I couldn't go out, but when I could, I would. So definitely made good money at the hurricanes down here. That's the Florida equivalent of a snowstorm, I guess. So, but if you go out, for sure be super safe. But yeah, I mean, you can always go out for a half an hour, an hour, try it out, and then see if it's like not really worth it. Definitely do that. Gotcha. Okay, so I have not used the DoorDash card. I have other cards that I'm using, just part of my velocity banking strategy, because I've got a lot of credit card debt. So I posted a video today on that too. So I'm trying to post lots of searchable long form content for you guys to help you in all phases of your journey, wherever you are or wherever you're stuck at. So I don't use that. I'm using my other credit cards and the velocity banking strategy with that. So I have not dealt with the new Crimson. I never dealt with the old, whatever the old card, red card was or whatever. I don't know what it's called. So, but I will be sure to pass the warning on to other people, because I know some people do use that. I mean, there is a benefit of having that instant access, but I generally just, DoorDash is the one that I just let hit my bank account once a week. The other ones I will pull out. Sometimes I'll let them hit once a week. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it so much. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. We're on the journey to 1,700 subscribers. We're also, it'd be nice to get a few more channel members too. So the more channel members we have, the more content I can produce for you. So I definitely want to, there's some crazy challenges and stuff we want to take on. So the more support we have for the channel, the more it helps me to create content. There's also Patreon, and I don't think I have those links in this description here tonight. Let's see, we just arrived at Magic Dumpster, and we got a $15 for 6 Mile. We're gonna take this. So I'll introduce all of you to Magic Dumpster who don't know Magic Dumpster. Literally, as soon as we pulled in next to Magic Dumpster, we got a $15 for 6 Mile. This is on Uber Eats. And this very easily could have a hidden tip. Hidden tips on Uber Eats can come on anything over $10 can have a hidden tip on Uber Eats, but especially if you're $10 plus and 5 miles or less. There is Magic Dumpster. Magic Dumpster looks like he ate a lot. He is like overflowing. So that is Magic Dumpster. So if you ever hear me refer to that, or you see any of our channel members throw a Magic Dumpster emoji in the chat, then you'll know exactly what we're talking about. So this is why we parked by Magic Dumpster. That's why we drove all this way. So we're gonna go see. Let me see what's in this order here. 15 for 6, and the drop-off location is right on our main strip. So it's kind of like doubly good. It's not a huge order. It's salmon piccata. I knew chicken piccata is a thing. I didn't even know salmon piccata was a thing. A pizza and a beet salad. So I don't know, maybe there's a hidden tip. It's a pretty small order. I don't think I'd expect there to be a hidden tip on this one. Woo, 101.25. Man, that's not good, Stuart. I might have to mute you guys for music, just a heads up. So if there's music playing in the restaurant, I might have to mute. But we'll see. We shall see. For Ori?
Yep, how are you?
Yeah, Ori, yep.
Perfect, you got it.
Thank you so much. Have a good night. Hey, and it was ready too. Doesn't get much better than that. So yeah, everybody, please hit that like, hit that subscribe. Give me some encouragement while I'm out here delivering food. We'll take on as many questions as we possibly can. Obviously, it's hard sometimes while we're driving, but we have a 4-step freedom process that we like to live out here. Serve, learn, grow, adapt. Put other people first. Learn about things that you don't know, then grow, and then make whatever changes that you need to do in your life, and then that's the freedom cycle, I guess we'll kind of call it. Let's see where it goes slowly. All right, so we're back to our vehicle. Hang tight here. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just throw you guys up on the roof of the car so you can all stare at the sky. Oh, now I'm upside down. Hold on. There we go. You see the drones up there? Yeah. We had that whole fog haze cloud stuff. It's kind of gotten already forgotten because of all the wildfire stuff and the blizzards and the cold weather, but I referenced that in my video too. So, plane sharks, what are people doing? People are messing with you. All right, let's see. Offer's just too low. Let's see. We're gonna go here. All right, so yeah, I guess like 6.5 miles, but it's a good drop off. Drop off is really by the Crust Pizza, which is one of our favorite pizza places to pick up and deliver from. So anywhere we have this strip, it's Route 41, also known as the Tamiami Trail. It's talking stupid. Wait, I talk stupid all the time. I hope you guys don't mute me. It's good, man. All right, let's figure out. I gotta try to get turned around here. What are you doing? You're just parking there? You literally just like, are you trying to get turned around? No idea. All right, I know what I'm trying to do, so I'm gonna do the thing I'm trying to do. Well, you figure out the thing you're trying to do. So this is a $15 6-mile order. All right, farewell. Everyone say goodnight to Magic Dumpster. We might make it back down here. Sometimes we do. Usually after about 8 o'clock, we kind of head back to this area if we're anywhere else. It's about the best place to get high dollar late night orders. But we're gonna keep moving for now. Take this. I'm not gonna lie, this food smells pretty good. I've noticed, so I'm on day 5 of the water fast, and so I've noticed that I'm not craving sugar, I'm not craving carbs too much, but fresh smelling things, anything that smells fresh is just stuff that, so lemon, citrusy, anything citrusy smells good. Fresh baked things smell good, but not necessarily of the sugary variety, just the idea of something being freshly made smells good, but processed things have no appeal to me right now. So this is from La Trattoria. This is a restaurant that actually had pipes explode in it, I think over the summer. It took them about 3 months to reopen. They were one of my favorite late night high dollar places, and they just were closed for 3 months, so it's kind of a bummer to lose them. And so I'm happy that they're back open for all of that. Magic Dumpster, New York City. Yeah. So generally I'll stay out till it, so there's a couple of things with this. So I'll generally stay out till the orders dry up, or till I get too tired to drive, or till, which is generally, both of those is generally right around 9 o'clock. Now, I can push through every now and then if it's a really good night, or if we're having a decent night and y'all convince me to stay out a little bit longer, sometimes that works. But generally I try to be in bed between 9 and 9:30, because I'm trying to shift my personal schedule that I'm waking up at 5. I'm not there yet. I'm still waking up at 6. So my goal is to start waking up at 5, because with all my kids getting up and getting ready for school, there's simply not enough time for me to get anything done in the morning while wrangling the kids, getting their breakfast ready. And so I need an extra hour in the mornings to actually get some work done before the kids go to school. So the kids are generally getting up at 6 a.m. for school. Now on weekends it doesn't matter, obviously, but on weekdays that's what I'm trying to do. So in general, but on a Friday night or a Saturday night, I'm a little more likely to stay out later. I kind of read the room when it comes to orders. So I'll just be like, okay, what are the orders telling me? What are the apps telling me? And kind of go off of that as opposed to picking a set time, because it doesn't always make sense to say, well, I'm going to dash for 4 hours even if there's not any good orders. So I've pulled the plug as early as like 8:15 some nights, because it's like it's just obvious there's nothing left. And then there's nights I've stayed out till 11 because there's just been good orders. And of course, then there's when I did the 24 hours straight. But that's like a once or twice a year type of thing. It's not a super often thing. So there's like a beet salad in this that smells really good. They also have like a fresh brick fire oven pizza. Yeah, so you got to watch the video. I don't know if there's a mod in here that can link that video. It's okay to leave the stream to go watch the video. It's like 16, 17 minutes. I went for $700 in 24 hours delivering, and that was New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So I started like 5:43 on New Year's Eve night. So go, like, seriously, you can leave the stream, come back, pause the stream, whatever. Go watch that video. So it was a lot of fun to make, and there's a lot of learning that I tried to stuff in there, as well as just the whole journey of making $700. So I don't know if there is a mod who can throw that link in for the $700 in 24 hours. Please post it up. But I don't know if we have a mod in here at the moment. I know Plain Sharks was in here, but I don't know if anyone's in at the moment. Mods are always coming in and out, which is totally cool. Yeah, you gotta go see the video. It was crazy. So Trevor's Deliveries has been trying. He's had 10 attempts at $700. That was my first one, and it worked. There's some tricks, and obviously I knew New Year's Eve and New Year's Day was going to be a super busy time. And I know Trevor's Deliveries also filmed on New Year's Day too, according to his last video. He filmed like a week or two before Christmas, and then he filmed New Year's Day, but his New Year's Day one hasn't come out yet. I even emailed him and let him know that we made it, but I haven't heard back from him. Because he had put in this thing like, hey, if anyone makes this, make sure you let me know, and I let him know. And didn't hear back from him. So, but I have nothing but respect for Trevor, because he's been grinding out the YouTube for a lot longer than me, and I wouldn't even have known about the $700 challenge were it not for him. So he's the one who inspired me to take it in the first place. Vitalik, I got your email, so I will. I'll send you the link. Absolutely, yeah, we'll be nice and safe. I don't rush for anything. I mean, there's always a risk of crazy drivers and accidents. That's just but I've learned, none of this stuff, getting someone their food on time according to somebody's clock or what some app tells me, I just don't care about it at all. I'm not going to waste time, but I'm not spending any time rushing. So we have a $15 for 6-mile order. This hits every box that we want to check off. It's over $10. It's over $2 a mile. There's a chance of a hidden tip, though I would say it's probably not likely based on the order size. A $10 to $12 tip on this is more than reasonable. So I'm never going to expect a hidden tip or an extra tip, but at least based on the algorithm or how these apps work, there's a chance of it. We have to go about 3 miles still for this delivery, but then our drop-off is going to be in a great location, so we can just turn everything on right away. So I hope everybody is doing well. I've just been trying to pump out good quality long-form content on the channel for you guys. So I just did a review of the iPhone 16 Pro Max. That's my current delivery phone, though I may switch it to my streaming phone. I haven't decided on that yet. But I'm test running it as a delivery phone right now, because I got to see if I can essentially just get rid of my T-Mobile internet. Basically that's what I'm trying to do. I have a T-Mobile hotspot in my car, and I would like to just not use it anymore. And so now I got a new phone with a 5G and all that good stuff. I'm hoping maybe I'll have better signal everywhere, but I got to test run it for a couple of days before I officially give up on the T-Mobile. So I'm looking for ways to cut bills, because I obviously took on a new bill by getting a new iPhone. But I'll save more. I think I'm paying like $44 a month for the iPhone, and I think I'm paying like $60 a month for the hotspot in the car. So it'll come out as a net savings for me, and I'll have a good phone. And I mean, I can tell you so far it's been significantly better, but I still may use that as the streaming phone and then use this Cricket phone as my delivery phone, but I'm not ready to switch that over yet. I'm going to try that. I have to make sure this works. I have to make sure the new phone works as a delivery phone first. And then if I know it works, then I can try swapping it and see if Cricket will work as a delivery phone. If not, I can swap back, and if it's good. But there are definitely some things about places of coverage that Cricket's not as good at in this town. Verizon is king in my town. So we got, what, a mile and a half to go here. So we're almost there. Pretty good delivery. We'll take it for our first delivery of the night. $15 for 6 miles. Of course, we'll have to wait a full hour to see what sort of tip is actually on there. The best part was it was ready when I walked in. So we are good with that. And then as soon as we get, I have everything on except DoorDash. I paused DoorDash just because with the new DoorDash time metrics, you only have about 3 minutes of flex wiggle room. So it's pretty impossible to multi-app with DoorDash anymore, which is what they're trying to get rid of. So I just try to only pick orders on other apps that are worth pausing DoorDash for, and this would be one of them. Seeing lots of little dinky Instacart orders coming through, but we're not really keeping an eye on Instacart too much right now. At least not for another hour and a half or so. We're mostly gonna just try to make money. DoorDash, Uber Eats, and maybe a little Grubhub, if Grubhub ever decides to show up today. All right, this is actually almost by the kids' school back here, so some of the same roads I use to get to school, which means we're right by the Crust Pizza, because that's right by the kids' school. Crust Pizza is one of our favorite pizza places to deliver from. They were so nice, they gave our family like a $50 gift card because they liked me so much as a delivery driver. It's like the first time I'd ever have a restaurant give me a gift card to come eat there, and we did over Christmas time, and it was delicious and amazing. So we've got, just about a quarter mile to go. These are some really nice houses, a really nice neighborhood this is going to. It's a really nice restaurant. So that all lines up. I mean, there's always a chance of something like a $20 tip on an order like this, just because we've got some really nice, generous people in town. but you obviously don't know. It's kind of a crapshoot. 355. It's this one. This is the red one. I think I've delivered to this house before. All right, there's no identifying customer information, but I know you can't see all of that, but this is a huge house. There's a little view of it for you. It's a huge house. I always count, you can know how big a house is by how many garages they have. This house has 5 garages. One of the things I always like to do though is I always like to get turned around right when I arrive. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've delivered here before. This place feels familiar. This actual turnaround I'm doing feels really familiar. Cambo, how's it going? Good evening to you. Happy Friday. We are just dropping off a $15 for 6 mile Uber Eats order. So I'm gonna go do that really quick and I will be right back with all of you. All right. So we got that done. I don't know how many great orders are going to be out here tonight. We got to wait an hour to see what the final tip is on that, of course, too. So now we just play the waiting game. Directions to the crust pizza. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. So Naples, Florida, where I deliver, is a financially diverse town by far. And I see a lot of the people who deliver in Naples are always complaining. And I'm like, certainly there are days where there's not good orders out there, but I find there's plenty of generous people. The problem is you just have to dig through maybe 10 or 15 orders to find the good one. But I find most of the time if I'm patient, it pays off. And but I've gotten huge tips from multi-million-dollar homes. I've gotten huge tips from low-end apartment complexes, and I've gotten huge tips from middle-class homes. So, and I've gotten stiffed on tips from all 3 of those as well. But in general, I will say the better tippers come from better neighborhoods. I'll just say that as a general rule, not as a hard and fast rule, but just as a general rule. So, just so you guys know, if you ever arrive at a closed store on Uber Eats and you want to get reimbursed, that is also in that $700 and 24-hour challenge that I took on. So, again, please go watch that video to give you a little inspiration. It was obviously a very good day. It's not a normal day or an average day, but it was a lot of fun, and hopefully it would give you some. I tried to include lots of tips and advice in there too, on how all those things work together and how to maximize your earnings and the types of orders that you're looking for as the day shifts into the night, because maybe you're a late night delivery driver. You got to figure out what are good late night deliveries and different things like that. So Uber's hitting us with a couple orders, but nothing great yet. We're almost back to our main strip. I am driving past my kids' school where we ended our last live stream. Driving right past them again. We gotta go a couple more miles here to get to the crust. So yeah, we're trying to pump out as many long form and searchable videos for you guys that'll help you not just with food delivery, but every phase of your life, getting financial freedom, getting spiritual freedom, getting mental freedom, emotional freedom, all those things. We want to help you in all those areas of life. So we're going to keep doing that. We're going to pair it with the lives. We also have done lots of sports stuff on this channel. We are in the midst of launching a new channel that's going to be sports focused, and we'll invite you over to that channel as soon as we are ready to go on that. DoorDash sent us a Papa John's, $6 for 8 miles. We'd decline that. So we can be picky here for at least another half an hour. I would say something like that. At least another half an hour. I'm not going to take anything marginal. There's not many times I'd take $6 for 8 miles anyway. Only very rare circumstances. Our acceptance rate is somewhere between 14 to 16%. But we can still get good orders. Just got to be patient and picky. And I do think it means you just see a few less orders. So if you didn't have lots of apps to deal with, then you couldn't multi-app. They might have to aim for like at least a silver tier. I do eventually want to try to get back to silver on the new DoorDash system. So that is a goal, but it's just not a priority right now. So we're gonna go park at the Crust Pizza. Oh, never mind. We got a $7 for 2 miles. This very well could just not, it could have a hidden tip, but it also might not have a hidden tip. But we're gonna take it. Gotta get turned around. So this is Tony's New York Pizza. Previously you could almost always assume $7 for 2 miles on DoorDash would be a hidden tip if you didn't, but I'm learning now it's maybe not so much. Oh, we are going to not take that, I think. We just got an $11 for 5 mile from the Crust on Uber. So I think we're gonna, the 7 for 2 is good, but the 11 for 5 I'm gonna say is better in this case. There is a much better possibility of a hidden tip on this one. Plus it's the Crust, which is my favorite pizza place. So we are going to use a cancellation on the DoorDash, but we're good. We were at a 99% completion rate, and one of those should be falling off very soon. So I had goals of getting it back to 100%, but it's gonna have to wait. So the average pizza at this place is like $1. Right, so we got a $50 gift card here. We ordered 2 pizzas and we still needed to pay like $10. So it's good. Welcome back. Okay, so we took a $7 for 2 mile on DoorDash. But then we got an $11 for 5 mile that could have a hidden tip. And so we are going to we're going to go ahead and cancel. Hold on here. Let's go here, do that. We're going to cancel the DoorDash. Yes, Nathan, Jesus Christ loves you as well. Thank you so much for the reminder. It's good to have those reminders throughout the day. This is kind of sketchy too, so I'm not sure this is going to work, but I'll try. So, just know I'll be back with you as soon as we can move again. So, but we're waiting for 3 pizzas here, so I don't know. So I might have to mute you guys while we're in the restaurant, because they usually are playing music. But I'll bring you in, and if I get a chance, I'll show you around a little bit. These are some of my absolute feet in this restaurant. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, sorry. I was muted for music. How's it going, Corey? How's it going, Audrey? Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, sorry. I had to mute for music. Gotta keep my YouTube overlords happy. So, we're good. Cambo, have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us. It was ready, 3 large pizzas. So we just took the risk that the larger order with slightly more miles is more likely to have a hidden tip than the smaller order with less miles. So it's sometimes you just play a game, you probably end up hurting yourself more than you win. All right, so I wanted to introduce a topic tonight, which is this: what is something? No, and thanks for reminding me though, because like I mute and then I forget that I'm muted. So always, please put on mute if I ever, because sometimes. All right, so all right, hold on one second. Let me get across all this crazy traffic here. Let's take care of that first. Safety first, and then deep thoughts with Craig after that. All right, so a couple months ago, even like I would say up through October, November, if I were streaming and I would hit a dead zone and the camera would like stop working, right? I'd be like Frozen Craig. Even up till then, I was getting so angry and frustrated. Like I would, like while it was sometimes, because I was so angry and frustrated. And so, like tonight, it's happened a couple of times. Like I just don't even care. I don't care, because those of you who are regulars know and understand. It's like, hey, that's just going to happen sometimes when you're out driving around everywhere. And it's way better than what I had previously. And if someone doesn't want to follow me just simply because my camera froze on a live stream while I'm doing my job, that I wouldn't even have to be live streaming anyway, I'm okay with that. So it's like, yeah, it's still mildly annoying, but I'm not going to get frustrated and angry with it. So my question to you guys tonight is, what's some area that you used to get you frustrated that you find you're just good with it now? Like you've grown. It's just an area of growth in your life where something used to frustrate you, annoy you, tick you off, and now you're just like, I'm chill, I'm cool with it, whatever happens, happens. Or if you don't have an answer to that question, then let's ask the opposite, which is what is one area in your life that you wish you could start to be calm and chill about that is currently getting you frustrated? So, an area of frustration that you've overcome, or an area of frustration that you would like to overcome. Those are the two questions, or it's really one question, just depends on what phase of life you're in with these areas, because I totally understand, because 2 months ago I would have been in the I want to overcome this phase, but I haven't. So there's, if you're struggling, especially bigger things, relationship things, it can all be difficult. So let me know, what's an area in your life that gets you frustrated that either A, you have overcome, or B, you really want to work to overcome. And I found for me, it's very simple. It's just about releasing things that are out of my control. And just, if I can't control it, then I'm not going to care about it. So that's how I was able to overcome that particular thing. Other drivers, yeah, you know, like I didn't really realize it till now, but I've been a lot more chill with my driving recently. It's season, it's busy. I mean, there's still times I need to honk because I believe it's important for safety, and I believe it's important to warn people who are doing stupid things. Plane sharks, welcome. Well, welcome back, right? Thank you for becoming a member. That'll go far for the car. As a friendly reminder, all super chats, all memberships, it paused. So yeah, and I don't know how everybody gets them, but just a friendly reminder too, that, so two friendly reminders. One, all super chats and memberships, that's all being set aside for a second family car for us. It will increase my ability to be more flexible and not be stuck. And so I have not spent a single penny of any revenue from YouTube. In fact, it's still sitting in the YouTube account. Apparently there's something wrong with my account I got to get fixed. So it's literally still sitting in my YouTube account from the first 2 months. Haven't spent a single penny. We're saving that up towards our car. So thank you for that. And also a reminder for anyone who is gifted a membership, of course, those expire after 1 month. They're good for 1 month. But you can always hop back in at any given point of time. But thank you, Plane Sharks, for becoming a member again. We are just over 1 mile away, so like a 6 mile drive. As long as the 6 mile drive takes you to a place that you don't mind going to, it's not that bad. 6 miles is only bad when you know you have to drive the 6 miles back to get to good orders again. Appreciate all you guys. I do. I appreciate every level of support on the channel, because I know not everybody's in a position to do the financial support thing. And that's cool too, because that's obviously that helps me and allows me to accomplish this mission that I'm on for this channel. But I want to help as many people for free as possible. And I think one of the ways you can think about it is when you financially support the channel, what you're really doing is you're just giving me more freedom to pour into other people. And so like, I want all of us to be free together. Like that's what it is. Like we're all on this journey together. We're all at different stages of the journey. There might be areas of my life where you look at me and you're like, wow, he's way ahead of me in that area. But then I guarantee you there's other areas of my life where I'm way behind you and other things. And so I just like, seriously, I know it sounds silly, but like every time there's like a super chat or there's a membership, like it seriously almost brings me to tears still. Like to this day, I have not, it's been 2 months of being monetized and being able to do some of this stuff, and I have not yet gotten to the point where this feels normal, ordinary, or expected, and I hope it never does. I hope that my gratitude will always be just like that huge for all of this. So thank you all, members, super chatters. Appreciate it so much. And honestly, just watching the videos, you know, we're closing on the point where I'm almost averaging $1 a day on ad revenue, which is really cool, and I couldn't do that. We don't know if I would get paid to watch my own videos or not, but I certainly wouldn't get paid $1 a day to watch my own videos. So we are going to a beachfront condo. I'm not sure which one yet. There's a bunch of them over here, so we're gonna be beachfront condo. It looks like this particular has a bunch of them in it. We gotta meet the customer because we need a pin, because somebody's been stealing their food. There are there's 5 condos in here. We do have to go through a gate guard, so I'm gonna mute for a second. She is a lovely old lady. So sweet. Have a great, safe weekend. I love my gate guards. Alright, now we just gotta find the place. I see their little dot, and based on the dot, I'm pretty sure I can tell which building it is. I'm just hoping this isn't the one. Uber's already trying to stack me with my next order. Like, calm down, Uber. No. Not even here. This is the one where I had to park in the underground parking garage. Made my stream go dark. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Corey, thank you so much. I think you are my first Canadian super chat. That'll go far for the car. Appreciate you so much. Ooh, I don't think I did the right thing. I think I went in the parking garage. I got so distracted by the super chat, I think I made a wrong turn. Thank you, Corey. It's okay, we're not on DoorDash, so I don't have to drive at insane rates of speed to deliver food. Thank you so much. Yeah, I believe we've had European super chats, but I think this is the first. I think it's the first one. All right, we're gonna try this again. We failed the first time. We're gonna. So I turned one turn too early into the parking garage. I need to apparently go further up. I don't, because usually the ramp is where you need to go to. I have no idea where I'm going here. No idea what I'm doing. I could also do the video of how not to make $700 in 24 hours. And that would include things like take wrong turns, be clueless. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we got here. Arrived, period. I can meet you for the pin, or you can send it to me and I can leave your order at the front desk. Period. Let me know what works. Period. Thanks! Exclamation point. Good evening! Exclamation point. All right, we're gonna go figure this out. We will be back here shortly. I can't access my sign because the pizzas are blocking it, so hold on. Well, they were super awesome and sweet and thankful and all those good things. So we love that. They came out. I didn't even have to get in the building. And we can right away. Didn't want to unpause DoorDash till I knew for sure I was good, but we are going to resume the dash of the doors. Apparently I'm like technically out of zone here. It's funny. There's like a small strip along the beach where there's no restaurants anyway, but I think that's new. I think they rezoned it a little bit. Yeah, they definitely have rezoned a little bit. I don't think I've ever been out of zone here before. All right, now we're back in zone. Just had to drive that little bit. Well, we're having fun. We're partying here tonight. Appreciate all of you guys. We're gonna go see if there's more orders. We're gonna just keep going back to the crust since we got to the crust and they had to order, and they were so. One other thing that I like about the crust as a pizza place is they actually have ovens for all their pizzas to stay in. Some pizza places just like put their pizzas on a shelf. The crust has an actual like to-go oven, so their pizzas are always fresh. And so I know I'm not getting a cold pizza to drop off. Definitely make things a little bit easier. All right, so I think I gotta exit out this way. I'm going between being warm and cold. So like half the time I'm turning the air conditioning on and then I get too chilly and then I turn the heater on and then I get too warm. Directions to the crust. Alright, so we're going to go right back to where we were. I just don't know the most efficient way to get there. We've got everything on. We got DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, and Instacart on. So we're going to just keep hunting for good orders. We are still waiting on our first tip. That was our $15 for 6 Mile from La Trattoria, one of our high-end Italian places. We will probably make it back downtown eventually. They're turning as well, so I can go. Sorry, I need to grab some water here. Turn down a $6 for 3 Mile on Uber. $7 for 6 Mile on Uber. I got my Mets shirt on. I am a Mets fan, Lisa. So I got there's my New York connection with you, for sure. Good evening to you. Happy Friday. We are rocking and rolling. Plain Sharks became a member again. Corey super chatted us. We're having lots of fun. We've taken two. I forget what that last one was. Anyway, two $10 plus orders on Uber Eats since we've been out here for the last 1 hour. Yeah, so we're on a $25 an hour pace. So we'll work with that. All right, I'm going to run through all the channel updates again. I know if you've heard this already, my apologies, but we constantly have people coming in and out of the live, so I want everybody to know what's going on. So there's lots of stuff going on the channel. All right, number one thing is, I don't even know what the number one thing is. I'll start with the Mets thing. So I am starting a new sports-focused YouTube channel. It's not ready for public display yet. So I gotta pretty it up a little bit, but it's gonna be baseball and football, Mets and Dolphins focused. Okay. So it'll cover all baseball, cover all football, but the primary focus is gonna be a Mets and a Dolphins channel. I am probably not going to be anywhere near as in-depth of coverage as, say, like a Tom Grassi or ESPN or anything like that, but I want to have a place to go talk sports where it's not taking away from what this channel is all about, which is helping move 10,000 people from stupid broke to self-defined millionaires. And I know that a lot of the people who came to this channel came from football and Grassi, but I don't have a lot of sports content on here, but I have pretty much my whole library of A Side of Hustle is on here. So we're just going to work to slowly transition people, and every time, for at least the first couple of months, every time that I'm going to do a sports stream, I will post on A Side of Hustle. Here's the link to the channel if you want to go follow it. So I posted my first short today as a test run, but I'm not going to go public with the channel yet at this point in time. So it's just I want to give a clear break, because I keep seeing all my subscriber numbers go up and go down and go up and go down. It's because nobody knows what this channel is about, and so I need to focus this channel. Obviously, ideally, I want to eventually monetize the sports channel as well, but that's not really the primary goal. The primary goal for that is just be an outlet to talk sports, and let whatever come what may. And if that works, that's not even really necessarily like my long-term goal. I just want to have a sports outlet. That's it. So where I can just go out and we can hang out, and it's just going to be like, we're going to talk sports, and it doesn't mean you can't ask life questions, and doesn't mean you can't talk sports on here. But I need to make this channel a good resource for people. And I figured, well, you know what? I have time to produce a couple of pieces of NFL content still, like regarding the playoffs, and I might even do some of that tonight just to get it out. And I know it's going to be, you're just starting from the ground up. There's not like anybody's going to see any of these videos, but 3 deliveries for 20. Wow, 3. I don't see many triples on Uber Eats. Is it low mileage plane? Hopefully you don't have to drive too far for it. So I just got a $3 double for 3 miles on DoorDash going to the same customer. So it's like, not only are you going to not tip on one order, at least you're consistent. You don't tip on either order. I mean, I guess hooray for consistency on that. This is from Haagen-Dazs ice cream and 7-Eleven. Dessert people don't tip. It's so, I'm like, and of course DoorDash doesn't even give you $2 base pay for both. They give you 2 for the first and 1 for the second. That's gonna end up on someone's earned by time. Yeah. I mean, even doing that double for 6, I don't think I'd do it. It's too much work to do 2 pickups, even with the same drop off. It's not what you want. Not good at all. It's not New Year's Eve anymore, I'll tell you that. So we're gonna just head back towards the crust. We are waiting. I feel like our first tip from La Trattoria should be coming through soon. I feel like it's probably been close to an hour, but I've learned my perception of time when I do this is not always the best. We took it at 6:17. Oh wow, so we didn't even take the order an hour ago. Wow, that was actually a pretty good order though. So we took it at 6:17 and it took us 21 minutes. So that's 6:38. All right, well, we got another 20 minutes, I guess. So we're gonna have to hang out in suspense. So just two orders in that hour, but each one of them one was 15 and one 11, so that's all you need. I'd rather take 2 good orders in an hour than like 4 junky ones. It's way better. Grubhub is sending me a bunch of almost orders. Like 13 for 10, 16 for 11. Like, yeah. Like, I want to accept. I want to give you some love, Grubhub, but they're just not quite there. Need a few more dollars or a slightly better drop off for any of those to work. Alright, sorry, back to the channel update. So we are going to be starting a separate sports channel. Alright, in addition, put the Velocity banking video on the channel today. That's my plan to get out of debt, showing you real numbers, the real numbers that I'm dealing with. Yep, here's another one. This is a double too. $17 for 14-mile double on Grubhub. So just not quite there. So we have that. If you haven't seen the $700 in 1 day challenge, make sure you go watch that video. It's the crown jewel of my food delivery career. Even when the vibe is long gone, I'll still have that trip with the vibe to remember. Also, I got a new phone, which I'm currently using as my delivery phone today to test it out. And I did a review on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. That video got a lot of traction today too. So we are just trying to keep pumping out the high quality content for you guys. $19 for 20 miles on Grubhub. And it's from PF Chang, so that's $9 for 12 miles on DOORDASH, $11 for 15 miles on Uber. Seems like everybody who wants to order food lives really far away from food and doesn't really want to pay anyone to get them their food. They just want their food. It's been like almost every order has been 10 miles plus here. We work hard for our money. I mean, I'm hoping to get a couple more good orders from the north end of town since we're set up here now. Oh, I was warm and now I am cold. Yes, the Naples zone is way too large. I agree with that. The thing is, the way I would want to split the Naples zone, M, by the way, M is a driver from Naples, guys. So, the way I would want to split the zone would be east and west. I don't mind driving north and south. I'll do that all day. I'll drive up and down 41 all day. It's all these orders out to what we have as the Golden Gate Estates. All those orders are just killer because there's just nothing out there. Everybody say good evening to M. M, you found us through the Your Driver Mike video. Is that correct? Am I remembering that correctly? Yep. I would even, yeah, Logan, definitely Collier. But I would say, honestly, I'd be happy with everything. I would say airport. You could make airport the dividing line. Everything west of airport, I'd be good with at this point, because that would give enough restaurants. Oh yeah, we're taking this $24 for 9 miles. It is a double, but it is a great drop off here. So we're gonna grab this on Uber. That's from Namba Ramen. That's why we love setting up at the crust. So that's our next hour done. $25 for our next hour set. We've been all Uber tonight. I was almost all Uber during the day, so we're gonna pause DoorDash again. Yeah, Namba can be slow. It just depends. I have no idea how backed up they are. The fact that I got it from over here, I don't know. But they can be slow. But it's a great dollars to mile. Even with the 2 drop-offs, it's a great drop-off location. It's somewhere between like Papa John's and, you know, some of our other good stuff. So all that works together perfect. Got to the crust, did that. That's our third. I mean, if you average those 2 orders as, say, call them each $12 per order, that's our third and fourth orders of the night. All of them have been over $10. All of them have been less than 10 miles. All of them have been picked up and dropped off pretty much on our main strip. So we're not making killer money, but we are making smart money tonight. So, M, did you get to see my $700 in 24-hour challenge? I think you'll really appreciate it since you know all the spots. And it might, I don't know, maybe it'll help you. Maybe it'll give you a new spot that you weren't aware of too. Wow, how slow can we turn our Rolls Royce? Come on! Come on, Rolls Royce, get out of my way. Yeah, once school gets out, because now I live basically at airport and Pine Ridge. Oh my goodness, coming home from school is such a pain. It's so bad. We're starting to learn the tricks of the traffic, of how to do it. But yeah, make sure you go see that video. Make sure you go see the $700 in one day if you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, another 19 for 17 on Grubhub. Grubhub's been like almost there. Every single order on Grubhub has been like almost there tonight. But they're all too far. I'm waiting for pedestrians in the parking lot. I'm not really in a rush. The odds of Namba having 2 orders ready when I arrive is slim to none, especially on a Friday. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna rush. Not gonna rush. All right, there's a nice pull-through parking spot, so we'll take that. So we're ready to turn and go. I'll bring you guys, because I think the odds are this is going to be a wait. They're really good people. By the way, like whenever I talk about waits of a restaurant, it doesn't mean that the people are bad. It just means that they just can't handle the volume of orders sometimes. And Namba is a great place here. I'll show you some stuff here. Namba. So I might have to mute for music when we get inside. They usually play music in there, so. Just a heads up, as always. All right, we got our first. We're still waiting for the second one. Audrey, if you have a chance, can you post a link to that video? $700 and 24-hour challenge video, if you get a chance. And then I'll try to pin the comment. Otherwise, I can try to. Let me see if I can do it from my end too. Sorry. Sorry about your snow too. I got it on M. I have delivered that on. Thank you, Plain Sharks, for posting the link. I have delivered that on. I'm ready. We'll see if it makes it to me, but I'll be watching for it. Sorry about that. I clicked on the Plain Sharks. Nothing's showing up yet. I'm watching. But sorry. Internet was a little from there. Nothing came through yet, but I have no idea how long it takes for it to come through on Deliver That once someone cancels it. When did you grab it? Because I didn't even see any Deliver That's come through. Alright, so we got both of our orders. It's a little bit of a wait, but not too bad. This north end of town is pretty sketch for cricket. So that's why I'll be kind of popping in and out here the stream for the next couple minutes. Alright. Yeah, sorry about that. Alright, still nothing has come through on Deliver That. You know when it's going to come through? I know exactly when the Deliver That is going to come through. As soon as I switch over to the Uber Eats to mark these as picked up so I can get my directions. That's when it's going to come through. Let's see. $22 for 14 double. Good evening, Kaylee. Yeah, so this is actually like yesterday and today are the first 2 days that I've delivered this week. So I've been trying to pump out the long form YouTube content, but I've been missing in action too. So now we're both back. All right, I'm gonna get the directions. The first one is like 5 miles. The second one is gonna bring us down by Magic Dumpster. Whoa, Kaylee with a gifted membership. Tim, Nick, Dave, Lance. Well, congratulations to all you. Thank you so much, Kaylee. Appreciate you. That'll go far for the car. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it so much. Still love it, love it, love it. I forgot to hold on, I gotta go back because I forgot to actually, because it was so crazy when it came in before, because we also had Corey did a super chat before and I forgot to actually give it the like. I don't think I can like the membership gifting, but I do like it. So, all right, we are good with that. We're gonna get the chat updated here. Thank you so much, appreciate it. I don't know. Yeah, you let Tim know. Is there one in the waiting? That is weird. I wonder if there's going to be another one that's going to pop up here in a second. We'll see. Well, he got one. All right, I'm going to run Waze in the background here because I know M just dropped a Deliver That. It's only a $25 one, but that's the types of ones that I tend to get. So nothing better than having a guaranteed $25 order, and it's a pretty short delivery, I think, and it's no setup. So I'm gonna leave Deliver That open at least for the next 5 minutes or so while we're navigating to our drop-offs. This is like I forget what it was, like $24 double. It's going about 8 miles. It's going to take us all the way down by Magic Dumpster, which is where we started. I have not seen it come through, M, like nothing. Like I have not. I don't think I missed it. I just haven't seen it. So I'm watching. I'm waiting. I'm ready. $10 for 6 miles on Grubhub, but from Papa John's in Bonita Springs, which is the next town to our north. Yeah, I know. Lots of people have been talking about the snow. We've had our floor. We were 44 degrees. I think that's the coldest we've been in here in 2 years today. crazy. Tomorrow we're finally supposed to be like lows in the 50s, and like, but I refuse to turn on the heat in our house because I'm not paying for that. So it's been chilly in the house the last couple nights. Did you ever get any pay? Did they give you pay for it? Because otherwise, I'll open up a case with them. Like, get Lisa her money. I'll have to reach out to YouTube and try to ask why. Why did it only show 4 of the 5? Super sketch, YouTube. Come on. There's Tim. You finally got one, Tim. You got off of YouTube's naughty list, I guess. Good evening, Tim. By the way, that iPhone video for me, like, that took off today. I don't know if you saw the views on it. It's like, it got like 400, 500 views today. Started taking off last night. It's up to like 700 views total. So thank you for the initial comment. I think that's what got her rolling. It's amazing how that works. Yeah, it's like sometimes that's all it takes, guys. Like supporting your small creator friends. Like just post one comment, and it just like that tells YouTube, wow, people are engaging with this. Let's feed it to more people. So I'm excited about this year. Like I know the world is chaotic, but I'm also just kind of in a state of mind where it's like, look, we're just, even through the ups and downs, we're just gonna push and pull each other together through everything. So yeah, make sure the comment's at least 5 words. Not, what is that? What is the one that I see some people do? Obligatory post for the algorithm. Don't do that though. Like actually engage with the content. It's a good week, Kaylee. Very good week. We had somebody on last night on the stream who was trying. They were wanting to get on Walmart Spark, and I was telling them like, yeah, that you've got. So, trying to spread the Spark love to people as they talk about it. Whoa, there's another membership. Well, that one got assigned to M. Congratulations, M. M is a local competitor. M is in my market. So M found us through the Your Driver Mike video. So that's why I say all publicity is good publicity. Thank you so much, Kaylee. That'll go far for the car. So because Your Driver Mike featured me in Naples, then M was able to find me, and then we're able to connect up and help keep making our market better. So even if it's one person at a time as we work together, it's like, yeah, let's just keep doing it. Kaylee is on fire tonight. Awesome, looking for a new car. Do you have any ideas of the type of car you're looking for, Corey? We're about 1.5 miles away from our first drop, by the way, guys. Yep, M is my competitor. We're rivals. Like the great rivalries in sports. Yankees and Red Sox. Packers and Vikings. Ohio State and Michigan. And then there's a side of hustle and M. We battle for every last order. I cancel orders on M's phone. Yeah, DoorDash is brutal. DoorDash is brutal. I'm experimenting more and more with just not marking the orders picked up until I'm like 5 miles away. Are you getting lates to the restaurant or lates to the delivery? He featured a video of mine like a week and a half ago. I need to make a response to it. I kind of forgot about it because I've been so busy with other things. He featured my video, is it worth it to be DoorDash Platinum? And if someone wants to find that video and just post it for everyone to see too, it's cool. We'll send Mike some views. He doesn't make a lot of money from actually doing deliveries, I don't think. I think he makes most of his money on YouTube at this point. Sorry, a lot of stuff going on. I got doing this driving thing too. Yeah, so he featured it. He does not like dirty double stacks. He was like going, he is not a fan of the dirty double stack. Which is kind of funny. So that's why in the $700 in one day video, I mentioned the last delivery I did was a dirty double stack, so I dedicated it to your driver, Mike. But I do need to make a response video, especially since I'm not platinum at all right now. There it is. So you guys can go watch that one too, if you haven't seen it. Thank you for the link. Alright, I'm not sure. Am I going to a house? This is the first. I never saw any deliver that order come through either, by the way, Em, so. I appreciate the heads up, but I'm at I think 85%. I've mitigated the recent damage, so I've been able to level out pretty good. I got hit hard at the beginning and made some adjustments, and now I feel like I'm doing better. That's the weak link that I need to get figured out. Let's see. First of all, I gotta find out which house this is. This one? It's this one. Good evening, Cameron.
Good evening.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm great now that the food is here.
Yeah. I gotta make sure they gave me 2 orders, so I'm gonna make sure I get you the right one here.
All right.
Because I don't think you want Catherine's order. Thank you. Alright, this is bag 1. We got a second one here. And bag 2.
Perfect.
There you go. Have a great weekend.
The number of 5
Oh yeah, sorry.
0.
Well, sorry, what was that again?
53
5360.
60. Perfect.
All right,
Thank
have a
you very
great
much.
night.
Have a great evening.
I always forget about these codes. I mean, they both ordered sushi. Catherine's order was bigger, so he might have been better off with that one. You can mark it as picked up far away. I just don't know at what point in time they're going to mark you as late for pickup because you're out of the zone. So I would assume you have about, so I would not mark it. I mean, some places they force you to mark it right away, and those are the worst. But in general, I would not mark it as picked up under the new on-time structure. I would say in the very least until you have put the food in the car, you've buckled up, you're in drive, and you are on the road out of the parking lot. And if you do that, that can save you the 2 to 3 minutes that you might need. Beyond that, like, you still can't control traffic after that. It's nuts. So, but I wonder, because there is a trick, and I'm not advising this, but I know it works. I don't know if it'll work for the on-time rate, but I know it works. You could close the app theoretically at the restaurant and then not open it until you're a couple miles down the road. I'm not advising that you do that. But you could theoretically do that. It just might hit you with, like, you don't want to get a contract violation for being late to the restaurant. But I mean, technically it will work because I've done it before. That was like when you did the multi-app in the traditional way and you didn't want the customer to see exactly where you are. Yeah, so what happens on DoorDash if you block the GPS while the app is running? If you just turn off never, or turn it to never? I don't know. I've never tried that. It'd be interesting to find out, but I haven't yet had a DoorDash tonight, so we can't even play around with it. And even if I did want to play around with it, I don't know if I'd play around with that on a live stream and just have plausible deniability. For if someone were so inclined to do that. But so for those of you who aren't familiar, the new DoorDash system has nothing to do with I mean, well, it does indirectly, but they have a new on-time rate, and they essentially give you barely any breathing room to get to the restaurant or to get to the customer once you've marked it as picked up. And if you're late for either of those, the whole delivery is considered late. Even if you're stuck in traffic, even if you're waiting to deliver to the customer and they don't come out, it's a late and there's no appealing it and it doesn't come off your account. So, yeah, so I mean, there's multiple ways that you can do it. I just don't know if that's going to impact. Maybe the airplane mode would be the simplest mode. That would be easy enough to try, I think. But the thing is, you're not going to know until it either works or doesn't work, and you either have a contract violation or you don't. Sounds good. You're going to scam me? Plain Sharks. Plain Sharks is harsh. I was good with that. I think that was a fun joke. I guess we shouldn't promote scamming drivers. Y'all mods are dropping the hammer on people tonight. Dropping the elbow. Boom. What is this one? Is this one? This one's a leave at the door. This one actually says, please knock at the door. Like 95% are please don't knock. Please don't ring bell. This one is actually knock. All right, we are like a mile away from the drop-off, about 2 miles away from Magic Dumpster, which is where I guess we're going to set up because it's about the time of night. We usually like to be at the south end of town. Oh, we should have some final tips coming through here. That one of them should be through. Let's see if we had any hidden tips. La Trattoria had a hidden tip of 81 cents. 81-cent hidden tip on our first order of the night. La Trattoria went from a $15 to a $16 order. So we'll take that. Yeah, I mean, the snow and cold has been just brutal everywhere. And the one place they need the precipitation right now, they're not getting it. Got to figure out how to get all that water out to California because they need that bad right now. It's brutal. I can't remember the last time that I saw like so many videos that were just like captured me. Like, wow. It's crazy. So definitely prayers out to everybody out there, and it's a lot of lives being significantly impacted, and unfortunately some lives lost too. So yeah, there's precipitation where people don't want it and not where people need it. Yeah, I just don't know who'd be delivering it out there though, because I'm sure most of that delivery stuff is shut down out there. I mean, I can't remember the last time that I saw so many wild videos that people have taken, and you're wearing Crocs in the snow playing sharks. So I've never worn Crocs in my life. So my question is, are they really comfortable, or is there some other reason that I see in certain restaurants, like all the restaurant workers wearing Crocs? Is there a reason for that? As someone who's never worn Crocs, you guys want to fill me in on that? Because to me, they don't look like they look like great shoes to wear around the house, but I don't feel like they look like great shoes to be on my feet working in a restaurant all day. So, I don't know. Tell me what I'm missing here. Drop off. I don't even know where the house is. It's not that. Is it this one? I guess it's this one. We're gonna just do this. Yeah, it's this one. Not really a place to park, so. Alright, we're gonna drop off our other sushi order here real quick. Yeah, exactly. They look like slippers. I don't understand why a restaurant worker, but I've seen full restaurants using them. we're right downtown here. Maybe I'm not seeing Crocs then, Tim. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're more clogs than Crocs. So maybe I'll have to like stare at their feet more, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't really sound like a great plan, but maybe I'll have to pay a little more attention. All right, so we're gonna work our way over to Dumpster de Magique. I mean, I'm assuming they're the experts, right? Like they work in the restaurant. It's not just like one or two workers looking sloppy. It's literally the head chef, and they must know what they're doing. Now, they're not a wait staff. This was a pizza restaurant that I noticed it the most. All right, well, I'll have to, the next time I make it over to that pizza place, I'll do a updated report, because I looked in every single, like I saw one, I was like, that's weird, and then I looked at another one, like, wait, they're all wearing Crocs. I just thought that was kind of strange. It seemed, yeah, so maybe the non-slip part, I don't know. I just, like, even when I'm delivering, I see these delivery drivers who are in like sandals and stuff, and I'm just like, that wouldn't be comfortable to me for a whole day. I'm a sneaker guy. Like, just let me wear sneakers. I couldn't do flip-flops or sandals or anything like that for a whole day of delivery work. So yeah, well, Crocs are cold-blooded, so they just take on whatever temperature lands on them. All right, so we've got no current order at the moment. We have 3 pending tips on Uber Eats. If everything comes through, we're basically at $50 in 2 hours, I guess. I don't know how long we've been out here. Oh, you're going there. All right, he's blocking off the way I wanted to go. Can't go that way. Was there an accident? Can I go this way? I need to get out to the main stretch here. Need to get to Magic Dumpster. And then I'll try to get caught up on some of the comments that I've missed here. I see my emoji. All right, now I got to go park and for sure find out what this is. We got DoorDash, we got Uber Eats, we got Grubhub on. There's something big that went down. Yeah, they're blocking off traffic on the main road. It's wild out here in old people town of Naples. Old rich folk are getting crazy tonight. Let's get crazy with your wallet and order some food with big tips. How about that? All right. Man, the chat is blowing up and I have no clue what's going on. That's what I love. I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, hey, there's a guy coming in. Don't park in my magic dumpster spot. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Are you letting somebody out there? Oh, how nice. He let his lady out of his BMW. And now I'm gonna park my magic dumpster. All right. Well, that would make sense. Yeah. I just couldn't imagine doing that. I'm a sneaker guy though. I wear dress shoes for like 2 hours on a Sunday morning and my feet and my ankles are toast. Let's destroy him, playing sharks. Alright, sounds good, Lisa. I will check. Let's see. I don't have a plan here. It's only 8 o'clock, so there should be good orders here for a little while. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. We got good orders for a little while. Alright, our AdSense revenue for yesterday just came through. We have now had 3 days in a row with AdSense being over $1 a day. That's very exciting to me. Insignificant to most normal people. But I'm not normal, so that is good. That's how it works sometimes. Stuff shows up in movies. I remember after E.T. came out, everybody fell in love with Reese's Pieces. I still love Reese's Pieces. I haven't had them in a long time, but I love them. All right. Yeah, see, I was too young to really know about Reese's Pieces before the movie, because we didn't see the movie in theaters. I think I saw it like a year or two after it came out. Reese's is like master marketing. Walk through a grocery store sometime and count how many products are Reese's. I think someone did it and they came up with like 40 to 50 products that were Reese's branded. Like everything from obviously the candy bars to the cereals to like chocolate syrup or peanut butter chocolate syrup, you know, that sort of stuff. Master marketers. You know what I wish? I wish that more of the old movies would be brought back into theaters today. There's so many movies that I would go back and see in a theater if I had the chance. So many that I never got to see. And I know there's a few places that do it, but I don't understand. Like if I was a movie theater owner and I could figure out how to do it, I'd have like one retro movie in like a month. All you do is like run it for a month. Like I would love to go see the original Jurassic Park in a movie theater. All the Lord of the Rings, I would go back and watch again in a theater. I would watch all the Pirates of the Caribbean in the theater. Like, I would go and I would spend my money and buy that popcorn. I'm not interested in pretty much anything that's come out over the last 5 years. All right, good brand, creamy peanut butter, powdered sugar, and salt. It's the Reese's peanut butter filling. Dropping the knowledge in the chat. One of our favorite holiday recipes is called Buckeyes. They're basically peanut butter balls, and I don't know exactly what's in them. It's I know some of it. It's peanut butter, it's powdered sugar, vanilla. There's probably a couple other ingredients. They're rolled in the balls, and then you just melt chocolate and dip them in it, and then you refrigerate them, and they're beautiful. I finished the last one the day before my fast. Yeah, no, we're gonna definitely do more. It's just really hard with school, but I think once we get to the summer, I expect a lot more cooking videos and stuff from her, for sure. Or maybe on an off day or whatever. We're still really settling into the house too, but no, if you guys are enjoying the stuff, if you're enjoying the cooking videos, please let me know, because I'll keep passing the word on to her. So I think she does a great job on camera, and she's still kind of working through the initial creator doubts and stuff like that. So anytime like she shows up in a video, like if you're enjoying it, let her know, because it'll just help build her and encourage her. So all right, well, we did already get our magic dumpster order, so we might have already used up our magic dumpster order of the day. I don't know. Sometimes you don't get more than one. All right, I think our second tip came through from the crust. All right, that was no hidden tip on that one. That ended up just being an $8.51 tip. That was the $11 one that we took. So that first hour we did $27.41. I have no idea if our recipe is anything like your grandma's recipe, but at some point we'll put it up and we'll share it with everybody. That's crazy though. All right, well, our last dash timed out, but there are available slots all the way from 8 to 10 p.m. So we took it. We're back live. Sorry, I didn't realize that we were off of DoorDash. We were back live on DoorDash. So we've been sitting here for 10 minutes. Good stuff. I appreciate the tip. I've been cooking a little bit more. I'm trying to make sure that the kids have slightly better breakfast than what they've been having. So I've been trying to make slightly better breakfast. So the youngest one doesn't like eggs, so it really limits my breakfast options. But the older two love eggs. So they got homemade omelets this week, and then I made not quite chicken sausage patties, but it was like, it's just chicken, onions, a bunch of seasoning, cream cheese, bunch of things, and then we cooked it up. They had it for supper last night, and then also had it for breakfast this morning, so they like that. So, but I make food that I like to eat, but it doesn't mean it's good food. Nice. That's pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, well, and I mean, a big portion of our channel is like how to save money, which obviously cooking meals at home is a big part. So I definitely see a role for that. I need to get the channel playlist better organized, and I've been trying to add every new video to a playlist, but I think there's some videos that don't ever get any watches and probably won't. So some of those I might just end up hiding on the channel. That's all it takes. All it takes is one video. One video can literally change your life. And the crazy thing about that too is it doesn't even have to be popular when it first comes out, right? Like, so sometimes we think like, oh, this video has to be viral, because I've been trying to teach, like, you know, so many new YouTube people feel like they have to make a viral video, and I think it's easier to go viral, but it's hard to sustain anything like that and really build a channel that way. The better thing to do is just be yourself, build your channel, build your brand, figure out, kind of narrow down the window of your niche, and then grow out of that. So because whatever you get known for, you're going to be doing, you know, most likely for the next 10 years at least, even if it's not the rest of your life. Going to be doing it for the next 10 years. So it is, I want to give DoorDash a couple more minutes here, just simply because it wasn't on for like the first 8 minutes. So I'm going to sit here a little longer than I normally would. It's normally about 10 minutes I'd be done. Three days. Yeah, so then he did his... That's amazing. That's so much money. That's so much money. But that's exactly it, is if you can find people who want to cheer you on, they're going to support you, and then they give you the freedom to do the things that you want to do. And that's the big thing. Like, so, I mean, Tom Grassi, right? He's like on his way. He's at like 775,000 subscribers. He's been doing it for 10 years. 10 years of making content to get to the point of like closing in on 1 million subscribers. Like, yeah. The truck like going by and a guy was walking. He's just like giving me like, what's up with that? The things we see by Magic Dumpster. Yeah, well, I mean, but it's like, this is so why, like, don't be fake. Don't be fake, because you're going to be stuck doing it. So do the thing that you want to do. Figure out what it might take a while. Like, even this channel, I'm not in a rush to figure out exactly what this channel is supposed to be like. We're going to start, we're going to let it grow, we're going to let it evolve, and when things break off, they break off. If things need to merge back together, they merge back together. So, am I buffering, or are you buffering? I think I'm good from my connectivity, but I don't know. Well, it is. Yeah, don't be. Well, yeah, because you're gonna be stuck doing it. So, and don't be in a rush to figure out what your channel has to be all about either. You know, because he probably never thought like, oh yeah, the only thing my channel is missing is me cooking ramen, right? That's probably not what he thought. He probably just did it and it went crazy. And I mean, I just think that's a big part, is like, you don't know what video is going to take off. Keep making quality videos. Keep leaning into your audience, and all it takes is one person sharing the right thing in the right context. But then you got to keep delivering on what you've already done. So it's cool. It's cool that he found that path. That's cool. Yeah. Very cool. All right, we got a DoorDash. Is it good? Huh. It's a shopping order. $8 for 8 items. No, I don't shop for $8. Sorry. It is a short distance, but I still don't shop for 8. Gotta do better than that. One of the best things to do with any YouTuber you really like is go back and watch their earliest videos and then compare it to how they are now, and you'll see that they've grown. Every single YouTuber. I mean, Mr. Beast's original videos are absolutely iconic. He was like doing celebrations for 15 subscribers. It's like, it's lots and lots of work. Yeah. I interact with the gig tubers who interact with our channel. I try to pop into people when I have time, but I don't have time to do that too much. If I'm doing YouTube, I'm trying to learn something most of the time, or occasionally get caught up on news or sports so I can be informed when I'm live streaming. Because I'm gonna tell you that I didn't even know about these wildfires until like 2 days ago. Oh, come on. You can't order from a fancy restaurant and not tip. $2 for 4 miles from La Trattoria. It's like, one of the things I found, like, I gotta be at least, because I kind of unplugged from the news altogether. And so I was like, I need to at least be somewhat knowledgeable about things. Now, is it true? This is a sports question, not a news question. Was Mike McCarthy actually fired today? I haven't seen anything. Someone said that earlier, though. Or was it a couple days ago? He's the Cowboy. He was the Cowboys, or is the Cowboys coach. I don't know. I think I would have heard about that, though. No, he wasn't fired, but somebody said that. So that's the thing. Like, I get trying to stay on top of things and like whatever's going on. It's like, wow, it's a lot of work. There is a football game going on tonight, by the way, which is Ohio State versus Texas. Ohio State does have an early 7-0 lead. So, for those who care, it is really slow here. I'm not sure what to do. Might be time to just start driving. Maybe we'll just reposition. We might have used up the magic dumpster magic with that earlier $26 or whatever it was, $16 order. So we may have used up magic dumpster's magic. We're gonna go head over by Turco Taco, which is still close to downtown, but it's kind of like halfway between downtown and the central part of town. So it gives us a broader scope, but less restaurants we're directly close to. And sometimes just moving helps. Sometimes just moving helps. We'll see. Alright. Whoever reported that earlier, lying. Liars. Fake news. See, now I feel like that's why I asked, though, like, if I haven't actually seen it, because I'm like, I feel like I'm in touch enough with the sports world that would be a huge deal. I probably would have seen it somewhere accidentally, or heard someone talking about it accidentally. Oh yeah, I probably can't turn down the road I normally turn down if those police are still there. That's alright, we'll just keep going. It's kind of dead. I don't know, maybe it's just everything's gonna die early tonight. I'm not really sure. I don't have too much energy left in me, certainly not to sit out and do nothing for a long time. I mean, we've hit our 25 an hour for back-to-back hours, so I'm fine with that. Well, this is the road that was blocked off, and it's now all opened up again. So whatever it was, apparently was not a crazy deal. The only way that, yeah, Jerry Jones won't let him. Jerry Jones just doesn't want the dead money. You know what I mean? Like, Jerry Jones is like, look, I got to pay you whether I keep you or I fire you, so I might as well just keep you and pay you. Why would I want to pay two coaches? We don't like it as sports fans, but you gotta, it's also important to look at this stuff from the business lens too, which is like, sure, you don't like what the coach is doing, but I don't know what his payout would or his buyout would be or whatever it is, but millions and millions of dollars, and you like say, well, that's chump change to Jerry Jones. Well, yeah, but you can't do that forever. I mean, it's still his money. Is McCarthy ever going to get a job again? Probably, but I can't imagine he'd get a top tier job. I can't see that happening. I could see him getting like a Jets, you know, a Patriots, not this year, but like a team like that. Because obviously they're going to have their people in place for next year, but I just could never see him going to like a premier brand. Well, is there an out? Would that be an out clause for Jerry Jones to say like, hey, you can have him, but then I don't have to pay his salary next year? Because that might work. That might be in the benefit of all parties. Yeah, I can see him going to the Bears. He's been in the NFC North. He knows the division. He knows the stadiums up there. I mean, it's sad the Bears are not like a top tier program, but if you want a guy who's going to take your team from less than relevant to at least a playoff contender, Mike McCarthy's your guy. I don't know how many people would want that. I mean, everybody wants to win the Super Bowl, but there's a lot of benefits to just making the playoffs every year, too. And being able to try to make a push for a Super Bowl every couple of years. Alright, so we're going to go sit at Turco Taco for a few minutes. I think they're open till like 9:30. So we had a good 2 hours of delivery, and then it's gone pretty slow on all the apps. We got a DoorDash till 10. Even Turco Taco is empty tonight. There's like 7 or 8 parking spots right in the front that are usually all filled, and they're empty. I'm not sure what's going on tonight. All right. I wanted to read this response I got on a video and tell me if this is AI generated. I'm like 99% sure this is AI generated comment for a couple reasons. One, it didn't get all the details correct from the video, but it got enough, and then the whole comment was in quotation marks. I still responded to it and I didn't call anything out. So this is on the iPhone 16 Pro Max versus the iPhone 11 Pro Max video that I did. It says, wow, that's an exciting upgrade. The iPhone 11 Pro Max in green, and mine was in rose gold. This is in green, is already a beauty, but moving to the iPhone 16 Pro Max will be a whole new level of experience. The new features, design, and performance are going to blow your mind. Congrats on the upgrade. Enjoy your new device. It sounds so AI generated. Maybe it's not. So I just responded politely and calmly. Yeah, and it was posted in quotation marks, like it was copy and paste. Well, I don't. Then I looked at the guy because I was like, well, maybe he's trying to promote his channel. He has like 4 subscribers. I wonder if he has. Yeah, he joined 13 years ago. He has 4 subscribers. He hasn't posted a video in 9 months. So I was just trying to figure out, like, hey, Terry, thank you. I was just trying to figure out what his angle was. Like, why do that? Like, or maybe he's trying something out or whatever. But I just was like, the green instead of gold was the first thing, because little details AI still struggles with a lot. And the fact that it went out of its way to specifically mention iPhone 16 Pro Max, iPhone 11 Pro Max, it's just not how normal people would talk. So I just responded because I'm not going to like delete a comment like that. It's a good comment. It increases engagement, and the video got a couple hundred views after he commented. So like, comments are good. YouTube likes comments. So I wasn't upset with it or anything, but I was just trying to figure out the angle, because it would make sense if he had like a big tech channel and he was trying to get people to come to his channel. Like, I could understand that. I just didn't understand what his angle was. So either way, Bullet is his name. I appreciate you, Bullet. Terry, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight too, by the way. Appreciate you. I don't know how much more we have for deliveries here, guys. My goal is to make $50, and we've made $50, so I'm going to be out most of the day tomorrow, so I'm not going to push myself to stay out too late. Green to gold? Yeah, that's a Packer fan. It's Tom Grossi in disguise. Could be. Could be. All right. What do we got? Do we got any football updates for tonight? There's games tomorrow, right? There's NFL games tomorrow. So I'm going to make an NFL video for the new channel. I got to make that tonight. Oh, they don't start till 4:30 though. Okay, so that works. Well, here's what we're going to do. There's just nothing, and the map is dry, and the restaurants look empty. So I think I'm just going to start heading in the general direction of home, but still leave everything on. And because if nothing comes up, yeah, they don't start till 4:30. So I would have time in the morning to make an NFL, because I want to do like a predictions video or whatever. I'm going to be making fun of myself a lot on the new sports channel that I'm going to be, well, I've launched or whatever, but it's going to be about 50% baseball, and of that 90% Mets, and 50% football, and of that 90% Dolphins. I'm going out, I'm going to be crazy. I'm going to pick what I think is, I don't think it's the most unlikely Super Bowl, but I would love this Super Bowl. All right, this is the Super Bowl that I would love this year, and I'm gonna say it's the Super Bowl I want, and I'll pick it for now too. Hey, I appreciate you so much, Terry. Thank you so much. No, Grassi's been so great to this channel, and we appreciate him. We love him. He drops by every once in a while in here, which is super fun. So no, thank you. So what is your team? Are you a Packers fan or you got another team? So here's I'm gonna call it my pick, I guess. I reserve the right to change it before the playoffs start, but as of right now, it's my dream Super Bowl matchup for this year of obviously my dream is dead as a Dolphins fan, but my dream matchup would be, for the teams in here, Chargers, Lions. So for now, I'm going to make that my pick. I don't really, in my heart of hearts, believe the Chargers are going to make it all the way through. But if there is a team that's not the Bills or Chiefs, I like Harbaugh's chances in the playoffs. So, to be a little bit of a contrarian, I'm just going to root, because I don't really care at all, but I'll root with my heart and just say, let's go for that. That Steelers-Ravens game could be just brutal tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of ice packs, cold baths after that game. So we do have all the apps on, but they're just not popping, and there's a good chance that my family is still up. Packers, Seminoles, Rays, and Lightning. Okay, so I'm in Florida. Are you in Florida as well? You don't have to share if you're not comfortable. But I've got Dolphins, Hurricanes, and Mets. That's my fandom. So I'm gonna do some. I'll be letting people know here soon. I didn't realize there was that much excitement to do like a sports channel, and like I've seen like way more excitement on it than I thought I was gonna get tonight. So I'm gonna try to do that. I know. Oh, it's horrible. I have not experienced a championship since I was 5 years old. (1986). I've experienced one championship. The only thing that made me through my childhood was being a Miami Hurricanes football fan. It's bad. So, but I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it on the new channel, because it's like, whatever you do, don't listen to my advice, because I root for the Mets and the Dolphins. So how did you get Packers, though, with all the Florida teams, or how did you get the Florida teams with the Packers? I would love to know just what that connection is. So for me, I was born in Florida. I live in Florida. But then I moved to New Jersey in the 80s, so that's how I picked up the Mets. So my family was Dolphins fans when I was born, so because Florida. They tell stories of back in the day. So you go back in the 80s, a lot of people didn't have air conditioning in their houses. So they would just tell stories of when the Dolphins would score a touchdown, you would literally hear all your neighbors cheering because everyone had their windows open because it was so hot. The Dolphins had a good little stretch partway through the season, Lisa, but they absolutely tanked at the end of the season. So the Dolphins dolphined. Yeah, exactly. I have no idea what their roster's going to be. I have no idea. I'm thinking they're going to probably try to trade Tyreek and Ramsey, but you're going to have to bring in somebody else unless you think Waddle's ready to be the number one. But I kind of see next year as make or break. I think if they don't show a significant improvement, and by that I mean win a playoff game next year, I think they blow the whole thing up. That's my guess. My guess is that would just be my prediction as a head-on straight Dolphins fan. I think if you don't get good results next year, and honestly, I'd rather them do that. I'd rather them just blow the whole thing up, start with a new GM, let him hire a new coach, Let those two go together, draft their own players, get yourself a quarterback. But honestly, if I'm the Dolphins, I'm trying to draft a quarterback this year. I would not. I mean, and I don't mean like a top 3 pick, but I mean a top 15 pick. I haven't looked at the draft board, so I don't really know all of that. Yeah, I know. It's like, well, the Buccaneers, like if the Jaguars win a Super Bowl before the Dolphins do, I'm going to be really depressed. Because you're not going to, as the Dolphins, I'm not going to like destroy my whole draft. But if I can move up, if there's a quarterback that's decent and I can move up 5-6 spots in the first round and nab a quarterback that you think is there, because you're either going to have a guy to light a fire under Tua, say you better play and you better stay healthy, you got to figure this out, and if not, we're going to have to move on. Like, I know you don't have that exact conversation, but that's how I would want to set it up that way. $8 for 4 miles on Uber Eats, almost, but I already drove past it, so it'd be like I have to double back. So here's my guess. I know it doesn't make sense, but here's my guess. Welker got fired to keep Tyreek. They want... Look, everybody knows... Okay, I don't think the Dolphins go anywhere next year without Tyreek unless you can pull off some other amazing trade. Is there some other disgruntled wide receiver you can trade 1 for 1? Because otherwise, you're tanking next season. Greer, nobody can tank next season, right? Which Dolphin has the luxury of tanking next season? Tua? No. Tua had grace 2 years ago because of the injury, and then this year because of the injury. But Tua needs to win next season. Does McDaniel have a grace season next season? No. So McDaniel needs to win next year. Does Greer have a grace season? No. So all of those people, they're kind of all tied together, and they all need to win next season. And I think all 3 of them know their best shot to win next season, love him or hate him, is Tyreek being there. That's my guess. And maybe they talked to Tyreek and said, look, I know you're frustrated. We want you back. We get it. It's sports. It's the heat of the moment. What do we need to do? And if Tyreek said, look, we need a new wide receivers coach, I can't do it again. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm saying if that's what happened, then that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Is trying to salvage the relationship with Tyreek. You throw him a bone. You try to help him not be a diva, which is pretty much impossible, but you get it. Like not all, most of the best wide receivers are divas. It's just the way it works. So that's my running theory, because I saw it and I saw everyone was outraged by it. I'm like, look, you're either parting ways with Tyreek or you got to figure out how to make him happy next year. Now, I still say McDaniel play calling is probably not the greatest thing in the world either. He seems too slow in adjusting. He thinks so hard, he puts so much work into it. I don't doubt that McDaniel works his tail off. He has, but I think the problem, because I have the similar problem in my life, is I'll work my tail off and then I'll like decide a course of action, and then I will be so slow to make adjustments because I'm so convinced in my own head that my plan is a good plan and it's going to work, and I think that hurts him in game. Is he's just too slow to make in-game adjustments. Sometimes his game plan works great. See Denver Broncos last year. But when things go wrong, he doesn't have the ability to flip the switch and say, okay, yes, I did all this work, but this work's not working, and so now I need to do something different. And so that would be, that's just my take on it. I could be completely wrong. Alright, well, we're not getting any good orders. We're getting pretty close to home, so if I make it all the way home without any good orders, then we'll call it a night from there. I'm going to be out. I won't stream all day tomorrow. Maybe I'll stream. I might stream from 4:30 on. Stream during the games while I'm delivering. Let's that'll be the tentative plan. Stream at 4:30 tomorrow. Yeah, there's just nothing. There's nothing. The restaurants are looking pretty dead. I don't know, maybe there's something going on in town. But we had 2 hours and $50, and I'm happy with that. That's all I was really looking for tonight, because we got out so late. And if the family's still awake, then I get to go spend time with my family, which is awesome, and I'll take that. I'd rather do that than sit in a parking lot declining orders once we get to this time of night. So I don't know. I could be completely wrong on that Wes Welker thing. But look, someone has to be fired, right? I would prefer Greer. I think McDaniel, I don't think he deserves the firing this year. I'm not in that camp. I know some people wanted him gone, but he's shown me everybody's got the right to have a down year. And last year was nothing but progress. This was a step back. I feel like you've seen enough. I've seen enough from him to think like, look, maybe we got to retool a couple of pieces. Now, I'm more in favor of firing Greer. I'm more in that camp, fire Greer camp, because Greer's been around. But Greer's drafts have been a little bit better recently, so. But somebody, regardless, someone has to be fired. So, and if you just say your special teams coach and your wide receivers coach, special teams were horrible this year, so that's pretty easy. And your wide receivers are all unhappy, so doesn't mean he's not going to be able to get a job somewhere else. I don't think that's going to be an issue for him. But someone's going to be the sacrificial lamb. And if you're not going with the big guy, then what you do is, this is how organizations can influence change at the top, because maybe Ross goes to McDaniel and says, look, you're on a short leash, but I want to give you one more year. But for me to grant you that year, if you want that year, then we gotta make a couple of changes. You gotta give me something that at least fits the PR that I need to give. So that's my take on it. I don't know. I don't consider myself a football coach expert by any means. But bad special teams, okay, easy fix. All right, we had our first tip come through. Maybe we'll hang out. I'll hang out with you guys till both tips come through. We took it as a $24 order. The first order, you just delivered to a Packers fan. Sorry. First order had a $13 tip on it, $13.83. And that was the smaller order. So I can hang with you guys for 10 more minutes till we see this last hidden tip come through. If you want, let me see, 36 minutes. Yeah, the second one should be coming through soon. I lived in Wisconsin. I know lots of Packers fans. So I'll tell you my favorite Super Bowl tradition that we have as a family that we started like 5 years ago. It's really cool. And it's the only reason, it's the only redeeming factor of the Chiefs being in the Super Bowl so much. So we will take either the 2 Super Bowl teams or, depending on how much time we have, either the 2 Super Bowl teams or the 4 teams that were in the championship games, and we'll make one kind of signature food from each of those teams' cities. So of course with Kansas City, we do barbecue. And so Chiefs Bills is not bad food-wise, because then you get barbecue and buffalo wings. Even though I don't really want to see either of those teams win. But that's not bad food options. So Packers give us cheese curds or some sort of like amazing cheeseburger. Hey, I don't know if he's going to be healthy, right? That's the question with Carson Beck. Will he be healthy? But he withdrew from the draft because he knew his stock had fallen. Like, he knows how to ball. He knows how to play college ball. I don't know if he's going to be an NFL star or not, but he knows how to play college ball. And we didn't have a quarterback. So, and the ACC is as easy of a division to win as any of them. So ACC is weak, so I understand why he would go. Yeah, he wasn't going to play at Georgia. He wants to get drafted. The Hurricanes need a quarterback desperately. Cristobal needs to, like, I like Cristobal, but he's got to fix some things too. He needs to get into the playoff. Like, the Hurricanes should be in the playoff every year. I mean, to get in the playoff, you got to be a top 10 team. Miami Hurricanes should be a top 10 team with Mario Cristobal as their head coach. And they had it this year, and they just absolutely fell apart. And because they couldn't put teams away. They stopped scoring points. And so I doubt you're going to get a better option from the portal. Just my best guess. All right, well, with that, I was going to wait it out, but it's supposed to be through by now, but it hasn't actually come through yet. So I don't want to sit out here forever. If it comes through the next minute, that's fine, but I'm going to go in. I'm tired. I'm going to go be with the fam here. Anyway, if all tips come through as expected, we made like $50 in 2 hours. It'll be slightly more than that, but I appreciate all you guys. So much stuff going on the channel, so many things coming. I'm going to keep putting the work in for you guys. I'm aiming for a roughly 4:30 live stream. We'll try to go live during the football games tomorrow. We might do 2 separate live streams just for fun. It'll still be on this channel. I won't have the ability to do a mobile live stream on the new channel. Got to get the subscriber count up first. I forget what it is, 50 or 100 that I need to get to. So that's not going to be there. So we'll keep the stuff on here. We'll move things over. Appreciate all of you. Thank you to all of the memberships. I gotta remember everything here. I'm gonna bring up the fan funding. So thank you, Plain Sharks, for becoming a member again. Thank you, Kaylee, for the 5 or 6 gifted memberships, because we never saw one come through. So I'm not sure what happened with that. And Corey, thank you for the Canadian super chat. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you all so much, and thank you for supporting the channel. If you need content to binge watch I've put up a lot in the last week. There's a lot of long form videos. $700 in one day, velocity banking, iPhone 16 Pro Max, Alex Hermosi, there's all sorts. I'm trying to get up 4 or 5 new long form videos a week. Oh, eBay, how to ship sports card lots on eBay. So anything that you guys are interested in, we got it covered. We're gonna build out this channel hard. We're pushing hard. So thank you all. Appreciate you. I could not do this without you. So have an awesome night. See you guys tomorrow.